Good morning, everybody. So this is one of my different types of videos. It's not really martial art related, but kind of is. Thank you for tuning into Cage Combat and Fitness. So this one topic goes to a lot of people that struggle with controlling what they eat. So now I've had people ask me questions on this topic because recently I've been fasting in the mornings. I'm normally just having my dinner throughout the day and still being energized, still getting a lot of work done. Basically not skipping a beat, actually being a bit more energized than normal. So I get the question asked, like, oh, what's the best way to what's the best type of motivation to control your eating habits, things like that. Now, if you're sorry about that. If you're familiar with my channel and my other channels, I'm not big on motivation. I don't really believe in using motivation to do important things, because motivation will kind of let you down. It's more of a stimulant, kind of like having an energy drink, or kind of like taking a drug. So what I focus on a lot is mainly what I like to call convictions and desperation when it comes to getting tasks completed. Now, how does this go into controlling what you eat, fasting, those topics? Is that, and I'm not going to waste too much of your time. I'm not trying to just get the runtime here. The things I'm saying are things that are related to the topic. So let's get down to it. You want to start controlling what you eat. You want to begin maybe a regiment of fasting, kind of like having that either intermediate fasting or having that warrior diet where you just have one meal a day, which is kind of what I'm doing lately, and it's worked fairly well for me. So the best way to approach this is it's not how the eating will affect your body. A lot of times we think of, like, I don't want to eat that because it's going to make me gain weight. I don't want to eat that because I'm going to get fatter. I don't want to eat that because it's going to give me a gut. So what happens is that at that moment you're telling your brain, eat that. I'm going to get a gut. I'm going to get fat. I'm going to gain weight. So you're kind of like, you're bringing up these topics, so now your brain is actually looking to supplement those topics. So instead of when you say I don't want to gain weight, your brain just takes it as like, oh cool, we're talking about weight, I need to gain weight, and it's gonna go, and now I don't want to get a gut, you're gonna get it towards your gut, and so on and so on. So a lot of times when people try to fast, and I know some people fast religiously and they're very successful, so this topic kind of leans into that as well. So people that try to fast for weight management purposes, like intermediate fasting or the warrior diet, have a much tougher time because of the mentality. It's the psychology behind it. So instead of approaching the topic of controlling what you eat and fasting with how it's going to affect the shape of your body, approach it in a more psychological manner, a more behavioral manner. So basically, you wake up in the morning, you have your morning coffee, your morning drink, or whatever it is you're taking. I have one of these. Doesn't matter, because I take that in a way to feel productive. So, and there are things out there that will suppress your appetite, but that's temporary. You want something that's more in the long run. So most of the people I encounter, they work their 9 to 5 jobs, or they work their Monday through Friday, Monday through Saturday, and they work early. So whenever you get hungry in the morning and you're like, no, I don't want to eat. No, I just wanna get stuff done. There's a key. Think about the things you need to get done in the morning when you're thinking of eating. A lot of the food you put in your mouth is more of a habit than you actually being hungry. So think of it this way. Don't think of not eating, because then you're gonna eat. Think of, let me get this task done first so that I can eat. So you wake up in the morning, you gotta go to work, you gotta clock in, you gotta do your job. Remind yourself that your brain works better in a fasted state. Your brain's sharper. So think of all the productivity you're gonna have by fasting. Tell yourself, you know what? I'm not gonna eat yet because I need to get this and this and this done. I need to get these tasks completed. I need to take these notes. I need to plan my day first before I can eat. If I eat, I'm not gonna plan my day to its most optimal level, because your brain works better in a fasted state. Now, if you look at a lot of religions, a lot of them are fasted because when they pray, it's a lot more efficient on what they need to meditate or pray on. So, there's a reason why they're fasted. They function a lot better. Now, yeah, you can say, like, if you fast for too long, you're gonna get weak. Well, yeah, your body needs energy. I'm not telling you to go like 3 days fasting. I'm not telling you to go the whole day fasting. You're gonna have dinner. Now, here's the thing: when you change your psychology to this manner of trying to be productive and trying to last longer without eating, you'll develop that habit. And you'll find out that being productive is more important than putting something in your mouth. So you'll develop that with time. And the thing is, not to tell your brain that you're not gonna eat. You're telling your brain you're gonna eat as soon as you're done. I mean, sometimes we go working about 2-3 hours on a shift, even though we got to use the restroom, and we don't use it because we're trying to get everything done before taking that restroom break. Now, that's not good for you, obviously, because it's your bladder, but it is a form of discipline. I mean, a lot of people in the military, they either hold it in during their drills, or they pee themselves and they don't give a shit because like survival. So you gotta hold your work productivity to a higher level, and you gotta tell yourself, I know I'm gonna get more done. I know I'm gonna be more productive. I know I'm gonna have a lot better decisions in a fasted state. So I'm gonna eat when I'm done creating my checklist. I'm gonna eat when I'm done planning out my day. I'm gonna eat when I'm done making my planner or my calendar. I'm going to eat after I contact all of the contacts I need to contact for them to do the job they need to get done. Now, this is thinking at a boss level, at a leader level. I'm going to eat after I do my morning to-do list. I'm going to eat after I check my emails. So all these things are added to your to-do list, and you're going to want to complete them before eating. Next thing you know, you wake up at 7 in the morning, you wake up at 6 in the morning, plan out your day, create your calendar for the day or for the week, talked to a few people already by text message or called them up. You responded to emails you had to respond to, or important text messages. Basically, by the time you're done getting all this stuff done, it's already, for some of you, it's going to be noon, depending on how fast you work. So those of you who want to do the intermediate fasting, where you're only going to eat in the window between noon and 8 p.m., you're all set. You know, you have your breakfast at noon and you're good. I mean, don't fall into the whole concept that you have to have a early breakfast. Breakfast is just that, what it's called. It's breaking your fast. You can break your fast at noon. You can break your fast at 5 p.m. It's breakfast regardless. No. We're trained. We're conditioned already to eat breakfast. And, you know, it's good for the economy. You spend more money. You know, you wake up in the morning and your habits tell you, man, I better go to the gas station and get myself that breakfast croissant, you know, get myself my morning McDonald's pancake platter. Yeah, you know, like, we're conditioned to want to eat in the morning. Then you're sluggish. You give kids cereal, then they burn out by lunchtime. You know? Now, I mean, you should feed your kids. They burn through more energy than we do. So yeah, I mean, breakfast for them makes sense. Just saying, you know, choose their breakfast. You know, maybe sometimes sugared cereal is not the best, and, you know, cornflakes is like probably horrible. That was basically kind of made to condition us in a way. So, but, you know, fruits, vegetables, you know, eggs, really good. You know, I don't know, if you want, feed them chicken. You know, there's no law saying you can't eat fish, chicken, meat in the morning. So it doesn't weigh you down. Maybe you want to maybe for lunch you want them to have their carbs, their main carbs, you know. Remember, kids burn through energy. Now in our case, the reason why we don't really need that breakfast is because we're not as active as our kids are. We're not burning through that energy. We have a lot of stored energy. You ask yourself, hey, you know what? I mean, when I was 20 years old, I could have breakfast, brunch, lunch, dinner, you know, and a snack at night, and, you know, wouldn't gain a pound. That's because you're burning through that more efficiently. You're more active. You get to my age at 39, close to 40, you know, I'm not waking up doing 100 push-ups. I'm not going to sleep doing my weights, you know. I'm not out there sparring a different person every single day like I wish I would. So I have a lot of stored energy. If I'm having all that food, I'm having, you know, I have extra energy. You know, it's got to go somewhere. Energy has to go somewhere. It's gonna make you gain weight. Even if it doesn't give you a gut, it's gonna make you. Some will go to your muscles, some will go to your gut, some will go somewhere else. So, yeah, you want to make sure that you understand that breakfast doesn't mean have to eat early in the morning. It just means that you're breaking your fast. You can do that any time of the day. Now, let's say you want to do the warrior diet, where you're going to eat like around 5 p.m., which is kind of like what I'm doing right now. My breakfast is at 5 p.m. Now, in my case, I'm not necessarily fasted in the sense of, like, I'm drinking this. This has vitamins. This has CoQ10, amino acids. It has creatine. So if I take a Celsius, it's got a lot of B vitamins. So I'm not necessarily fasted. I call it fasting. But I'm consuming something that, you know, does go to my way of thinking. Makes me a little bit sharper. You know, it accesses those little neurons that I would normally not access on my own. So I'm still what I call in a fasted state. So I'm a lot sharper. I'm normally a lot sharper all the way till 5 p.m. I'm not groggy, I'm not tired. I will tell you one thing though, the moment you eat at 5 p.m. Doesn't matter what you eat. Doesn't matter if it's something that gives you a boost of energy. Once you're done with dinner, give yourself a good half hour to an hour. You're gonna want to knock out. The reason behind it is that when you're in your fasted state, you're working on all 8 cylinders. Your body is still burning energy while you're in a fasted state. So instead of this, all the food you're putting into yourself throughout the day, it's looking for your stored energy to use. And if your brain is working at 100% efficiency, you're burning more calories. I'll tell you that. Just this video alone that I'm talking, I'm burning calories just talking to you guys in a fasted state. Now, again, this is the fastest state I refer to as like, yeah, you can have your Celsius, you can have your black coffee, you can have water, you can have tea, you can have your Bang drink. Some people are gonna say like, well, I don't approve of those drinks. That's fine, don't approve of them. Regardless, I can monitor my efficiency by my results, so I know I'm getting work done. Now if I was watching Netflix, drinking a Bang drink, while on my phone scrolling through YouTube, watching funny shorts, yeah, that's a waste of time. I'm not gonna do that. That's a waste of motivation right there. So regardless, end of my trip right here. You want to be more efficient. You want to think more efficient. That's what's going to help you control what you eat. You're going to tell yourself, hey, yes, I am going to eat my breakfast as soon as I'm done taking care of my morning duties, my afternoon duties, because I need all of my thinking capacity to help me out, get things done, show my results, and be more efficient. If you value your family, you'll value your job. You value your job, you'll value what you put in your mouth. And then you get the luxury of, having your breakfast. And trust me, you'll have more control on what you eat the longer you're able to fast. No. All right, guys. Well, leave your comments, concerns. If you find some value in these videos, subscribe to the channel. It's not about martial arts, but if you train in a fasted state, you will burn more calories. You will burn more energy. Like they say, after 12 hours, you'll go into an anabolic state, and you'll actually develop more muscle fibers. Anyways, look it up. It's on there. It's on the YouTube world. It's on a lot of nutritionists, that pop up on here. So anyways, have a great day.